Thermostat is going there. This is the pipe. The most dangerous thing is now, if there is lots of corrosion, these bolts can snap off. And when I tried on the other one to take this solenoid valve, the bolts snapped off because there was a leakage there. So we are just going to take the top part of the boiler and try to change the gasket underneath. Without taking entire boiler out, you can do that. I'll put some WD-40, hoping that that's going to help for the bolts to not snap. But these are quite big size bolts. They should be okay, I hope. Whoops, it's going to stink afterwards. So leave it for a while and pray to the God that it's going to work. Oh, I need this to take off. So 1 and number 2. So this is number 1, number 2, hopefully. So I'll leave it for a moment, then we'll try to take it off. So this is KitchenAid artisan espresso machine with 2 boilers. They're expensive machines and they're based on Gaggia. The problem, this one has dual solenoids and all this fancy stuff, and it's an expensive machine. But what happens is when they start leaking, then the paintwork gets damaged, and that's the biggest problem with these machines. They're quite expensive and complex. The problem now is it is really hard to take. I was not able to take this pipe out that takes the steam from the boiler. So what I'll do, I'm going to again mark these points, and I'll take entire the valve and the steam arm from the machine, so I can take entire boiler out. So yeah, it's interesting that even if you unscrew this or on this side, it doesn't want to come out. So I'll do that. I'll take this away. Okay, 1, 2, 3, there are 2 screws that hold this, so this is going to be taken off. Okay, I moved all the wires away, so now it's bare, and now we're going to try to unscrew the bolts. There is going to be water inside, so I'm going to move it towards the sink so any excess water leaves in the sink. Okay, let's see how it goes. It didn't start well, So I'm going to increase torque, the torque wrench. Okay, this one started. Oops. So we are screwed. Bye bye. Brute force. So now I need to try to take this broken nuts out, or bolts. Right, okay, this is the problem now. This is a KitchenAid artisan coffee machine dual boiler, and this is a steam boiler bottom part. The problem with it is that when this seal fails, water starts leaking slowly, and these nuts, they corrode so much you cannot extract them in any way. I've tried everything and they simply can't be extracted. So you would need to drill it out somehow. You need good tools for that, which I don't have. So this is one boiler, and the second one, actually these bolts were fine because this seal was okay, but the seal here failed. This is a solenoid part that fills in the boiler, so on this one probably it will, these bolts would fail on this one if I tried to open it. So the corrosion was such that simply whatever you do, you can't take them out. It's unbelievable. So that's the problem with KitchenAid artisan coffee machine dual boiler. I'm sure this is after many years of the leakage. Apart from that, when you have these leaks, they go down onto the chassis, and paint is really bad. So here it is. This is what happens with the paint, because water would leak through here, it would come through there, it would leak down, and then water would enter here and it will start peeling off. This is usual damage for KitchenAid artisan coffee machine. It is based on the Gaggia Classic, and it is quite complex inside. It's got overpressure and return valve, and I guess for that amount of money, if you can find a good deal, it's the best machine on the market, with two boilers, meaning that you can steam your milk while you're extracting the espresso, but eventually it will fail, unfortunately. And the bottom is about 55 pounds, actually more, but I was unable to find any in stock. The spare plug, I think they call it flange, boiler flange. So I was unable to find it to replace it. So I've ordered a new one. I found on eBay for 300 pounds. I think it's an older version, so I'm not sure how is that one going to work. For 300 pounds, I don't know. It's pretty slim, relatively slim compared to other machines, so it fits better into a tiny kitchen. That's it. Good night.